Hello everyone, welcome to the, Tuesday night live stream. I'm going to be answering questions for, probably about 13 minutes here until it's 7 p.m. Central Time, the American time, as it's otherwise known. So if you guys have any questions, whether it be finance-related, tax-related, NFT-related, crypto-related, sports-related, hey, throw them down here. I'm going to be answering all your questions for the next 13-ish minutes here. It's going to be 12 minutes here soon, though, so if you have a question, here you go. Hey, weird edits for you. Appreciate you being first. If I could throw a trophy down in the chat, I'd do it right now. Here's a trophy, sir. Can you make of your phone? Asks not Chris 9000. You may want to rephrase that because I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about. Welcome everyone. Welcome. Ask some questions down here. I'm here to answer your questions, whether it's ETF related, stock related, snow related, biker related, overpass related. Okay, here we go. We got some real questions here. Prosper with Droll says, would you suggest getting a wallet for crypto? Yeah, for those of you who don't know, wallets for crypto are essentially, I'm not super versed in this, but from what I understand, wallets they can either be physical, so you get like a USB drive that you can like essentially transfer all your crypto over to, and that sounds like the most safe, the most secure option for you if you really want to protect all your crypto. Or you can have like online wallets, and now it looks like places like Coinbase they essentially act like an online wallet because you can just store all your cryptocurrency there. And I mean, in the early days, when I was investing in cryptocurrency, it seemed like wallets were the only way to go. So I mean, yeah, if you want to be super secure, if you want to make sure like, hey, you have a couple $1,000s worth of something, you want to make sure no one goes in there and hacks it, steals it away from you, you should probably get a physical wallet because that's going to be secure. No one can touch it unless they steal it from you, and that's probably a lot less likely that a North Korean hacker is going to steal your physical thumb drive than they would hack into your virtual wallet. So yeah, if you want to get a wallet, if you have a lot of skin in the game, yeah, I'd say if you have a couple $1,000s invested in crypto, go ahead and go get a physical wallet. What's up, my man? Says finance at home. What's up? Right back. Follow this man. Can you make money off your phone? That's what Not Chris 9000 was saying. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing that right now, technically. The internet's a crazy thing. You can put up videos of yourself talking about some stuff that you either know about, you can be entertaining in some fashion, you can make some people laugh, and post it up here on sites like TikTok, sites like YouTube, sites like Instagram, make money off of it. So, I mean, hey, if you're interested in something, whether that be finance, money, video games, sports, anything like that, you can always find a way to monetize it on the internet. But word of warning, it is a grind. It does take a long time to start building a fan base, but thankfully TikTok makes it a lot easier than it used to be, because they actually send your stuff out to people to automatically watch it, and as long as you keep getting more followers, more viewers, and you can start monetizing this stuff, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, you can definitely make money off your phone. You just have to make sure you're just make sure you provide value to people, and people will start following you, and then you can start monetizing your audience. Why Andy Dalton to the Bears? Asks 12 Sarah 96. Now, this is my kind of question because, I live up here in Minneapolis, so I'm not the biggest fan of the Bears, but I do have a lot of friends from Chicago who are fans of the Chicago Bears, and it's same old Bears, always going to have a terrible quarterback, so I'm extremely happy they didn't get Russell Wilson because that'd be a pain to play against. And yeah, it's nice to see them thriving in more quarterback mediocrity for the coming year or two. I mean, I'd rather have Trubisky myself if I were the Bears over Andy Dalton, but we'll see. We'll see. Ouch, says 12 Sarah. Carrie Graham says, my stepdad is buying a house. Any tips? Yeah, just make sure you have, or in his case, make sure he has a very large sum of cash, either saved up in a bank account, worst case scenario. Better case scenario, he has his cash in like a money market fund or a high yield savings account. And make sure he has, it depends on what kind of loan he's getting, but this standard down payment for a house, so the standard amount of cash you have to put down to buy a home is 20% of the purchase price. So make sure he at least has that saved. And then closing costs are usually another couple $1,000s. So you want to make sure you have more cash saved than you really do think you need, because there's always different costs that come up that you have to pay for, and you'd rather have extra cash on hand to cover those than too little cash. So yeah, I just say make sure you have at least 20% of the potential home purchase value saved up as cash. That's really it. Finance at home hit a plateau with growth recently. Yeah, I hit a lot of those. Thankfully, I'm on a upswing right now, but I'm sure whether it be in the coming days, the coming weeks, I'm going to hit another plateau. It really is a part of the game, and you just got to keep posting through it, because eventually another one of your pieces of content is going to catch the eye of the TikTok algorithm, and it's going to put it back out in front of people. So, I mean, I plateaued probably. There were days where I was getting probably like 20 new followers after wasn't when I was like at 100 followers. It was when I was at like 10,000 plus. There were still days where I was only getting like 20, 30 followers a day. And I was like, man, there were days where I was getting like a couple hundred. Now there's days where I'm getting like 10,000 and 15,000. But then there's days after that even where I only get like 100 or 200. And I know those numbers are like, oh, wow, I'd kill for that. But I mean, there's days, just simply put, there's days where we all plateau. Just got to keep posting through it. It's all a game of perseverance. Prosper with Joel asks, what is your favorite ETF? Yeah, I'm a big fan of VTI, Vanguard's Total U.S. Stock Market Index, just because it invests in the entire U.S. stock market, so it's basically as diversified as you can get, and it's super low fee. It's 0.03% in fees. That's essentially nothing, 3 cents every $100 you invest. And for there's a lot of people who are like, oh, should I invest in this or should I invest in S&P 500 ETF? And they are very, very similar, with the exception that VTI, like I said, has a little bit better diversification. But actual like asset allocation wise, they are pretty similar, because VTI is a market cap weighted fund. So the S&P 500 is the largest 500 companies in America, and since they are the largest 500 companies in America, they are more heavily invested in VTI than like the 2,000th largest company in America would be. So there's a lot more exposure to those top companies than there are the bottom companies. So they do have very similar investment holdings, other than the small and mid cap. So I like VTI just because the extra additional pieces to it. RB Sandwiches 89 says, I hate my job. Need a personal assistant? Yeah, that'd be awesome. Can't afford to pay you that much right now, but I mean, yeah, if you want to shoot me a DM with a they're like, hey, I'll do this, and this for you. This is how much I want to get paid. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm not afraid to outsource anything. It can be a smart business practice. So, I mean, if you can identify some things you can help me with, I'd be happy to hear you out. DM me either on here, if it lets you, or on Instagram. I could see it eventually. That goes for anyone else, too. You want to be my personal assistant? Go ahead, throw it out there. Peyton NR, should you pay extra to your mortgage if you don't plan on keeping it for 30 years? So mortgages, as a rule of thumb, they are generally very what I like to call cheap money. They're low interest loans. So right now you can get them for like 3-4%. And that's super cheap cash, because if you put that same money in the market that you would have been using to pay off your mortgages early, you can expect to get like 8 to 10% every year, on average, at least over the long term. So why would you pay off a loan early that you're only paying 4% on, so you'd save like 4%, when you could be investing this cash into the market and earning like 8 to 10%. So I'd say keep your mortgage, and you're saying like, oh, what if I plan on selling my house? Then eventually you're just gonna use the proceeds from the house to pay off the mortgage lender, and then hopefully you have some equity left over, some extra cash that you actually gain from the home sale, and then you can do whatever you want with that. But yeah, I'd say keep your mortgage. There's really not a lot of reasons to pay it off early other than peace of mind. Let's see what else we got. Only a couple more questions tonight. What are the best stocks to start out with? Asks Aiden Laley. Yeah, so I just posted a video, I think 2 or 3 days ago, titled something like, why you need to invest in every stock? And that's what I like to do. I like to invest in every stock. Why just pick one? And how you do this is by investing through what's called an index ETF, like VTI, Vanguard's Total U.S. Stock Market Index. And what this does is it basically pools the investors' money and it invests it between every single publicly traded company in the United States. Market cap weighted, so the bigger companies get more exposure and the smaller companies get less exposure. And what this does is it takes away what's called business risk from your portfolio. Like if you're Tesla, if you're only investing in Tesla, you really live and die with Tesla. Tesla does super well any given year, then the stock price is obviously going to do well. But if competition starts to creep up, if other companies start making more electric vehicles at a better price point that are more attractive to consumers, other companies beat Tesla to the autonomous vehicle race. If things start not going so well for Tesla because of the competition in the market, then Tesla stock is going to fall and fall pretty quickly probably. But if you invest in the entire stock market, you win when most of the companies win. And when most of the companies lose, it's usually only temporary. So over the long term, really the best thing to do, and the way that you beat, studies have shown that you beat 80% of individual stock pickers any given year if you invest in ETFs. So just imagine you beat like 99% of basically everyone who tries the individual stock pick, including professionals, if you just invest in ETFs for the long term and just hold them for like 5, 10, 20 years. Skippity Pop Poop says, there are many good ETFs. Which one should I buy? Should I dump all my money in one? Yeah, so like I was saying, I like total U.S. stock market ETFs. The Vanguard one is VTI, but iShares has exactly the almost the exact same thing. I mean, if they're not the exact same thing. ITOT, and then Schwab also offers one, SCHB. They're all basically the exact same thing, so you can't go wrong with any of them. And yeah, if you're just starting out, if you wanted to put all your cash into there, as long as this is money that you don't need for 5+ years, yeah, why not? That's what I'm doing. I'm putting all my new money. Actually, I'm saving a lot for a house right now, so a lot of that's going into a money market fund. But when I was still investing, I was putting it into just VTI. That's all I was doing. I do have other holdings that I was investing in earlier, but I decided to pivot away from those and just focus on VTI, because why focus on, I was investing in like small cap, mid cap, and large cap indexes, and I was like, why am I doing that? Like, I'll just put it all in the VTI and let it ride. Manon the Money Coach. Love you, my man. I'm so impressed with how much views your vids get. Wish you the best of success. Hey, appreciate you. But like I was saying earlier, there are definitely periods where I don't get a lot of views. And I know compared to a lot of people, I still don't get a lot of views. But I'm just thankful for what I have, because it looks like I'm on the upswing right now. And just hopefully we can keep it going here. Hey, everyone go follow my man, Manon the Money Coach. Yeah, Axios is a high APY, has been great for me, says Alyssa Gibson. Yeah, she's talking about a high-yield savings account, and yeah, it's fantastic. Might as well get some return on that cash. Oh yeah, because here's the question she was answering. Nikki Yvette, hi, what's the best high-yield savings account in your opinion? By the way, greetings from Puerto Rico. Hey, greetings right back at you. I was supposed to go there, I think the summer before COVID really hit. But my buddy bailed, which I'll make it over there eventually. That looks beautiful. So high yield savings accounts, like the other commenter said, Axios is pretty good. They all the best ones offer like 0.5% interest rate right now, so it's not the highest interest rate environment right now, which is why they're so low. But hey, it's something. Axios is good. Markets by Goldman Sachs is good. I want to say Alliant Credit Union is good, and Ally Credit Union, I'm pretty sure. And really, you can't go wrong with any of them. Just find out which one you like the most. Otherwise, if you don't want to be with any of those and you would rather, like, you already have a brokerage account open or something, like I don't have a high yield savings account. I have a brokerage account open, and in that brokerage account, my default cash position is money market fund, which essentially earns exactly what these high yield savings accounts are. So I'm just putting all my cash into that money market fund position instead of opening a separate account. So if that'd be easier for you, go ahead and try that. Aiden, hey dude, love your vids. Hey, love you too, man. RB Sandwich is 89. If I only buy VTI, is that wise? I'm 25. Hey, I'm 25 too. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's very wise. I mean, no need to really get into fixed income right now unless you see a large purchase coming up on the horizon, and just, yeah, let it rip. Yeah, Coach Wit. So much work into video and get 300 views. Spend 2 minutes to get 800K views. Yeah, TikTok is such a weird animal. Coach Wit's out here providing fantastic information that just, for whatever reason, the algorithm doesn't like. So, I mean, hey, if you guys are in here, you want to check out some great financial information, great financial advice, go ahead and check out Coach Wit. How much should I invest in cryptocurrencies? Says Home Fashion Soccer Mom. Yeah, so cryptocurrencies are really, really risky investments. As I'm sure you're probably aware, they're very volatile, very risky. So I would not say at the very, very high end, 10% of your investable cash is the maximum amount you should be thinking about putting into there. But there are definitely cases where I'd say put 0 because you just don't have the risk tolerance, you can't handle the ride, and there's literally no benefit to holding cryptocurrency unless the price goes up. Whereas with stocks, if you hold them, you still get dividends paid out and you still get cash flow from them. But with crypto, they're a lot less liquid. They are a lot more volatile, and what that means is they're a lot riskier. There's no guarantee crypto's going to go up, and who knows if we're at the top of the crypto bubble right now. Who knows if it's going to pop again, just like it did in 2017, 2018. So really, only invest cash that you're 100% okay with losing, because you definitely could lose it all. What is the difference between an index fund and an ETF? Which is better for the long term? Yeah, so I should make another video about this. I think I made one a long time ago, but I could definitely do it better. So ETFs and index funds are essentially the exact same thing. They're pretty, they're often used interchangeably just because they are so similar. So index funds are a traditional index fund, and usually when I say index fund, I do mean index ETF, but I say index fund, a lot of people say index funds, but index funds, they are, think of it like it is a truly just a big pool of investors' money, and they don't have like stock costs, they don't trade like stocks, they only trade once per day at the end of the day. So if like you wanted to go in and buy the like VTSAX, Vanguard's total U.S. stock market index fund, which is not an ETF, as opposed to like VTI is the same version of that, which I like to invest in. But VTSAX, if you went in today at like noon and you wanted to say like buy $100 worth of it, you'd put in your order for $100, and then it wouldn't fill until basically tonight, beginning of tomorrow. You'd see $100 pop up in there. And then the same thing applies where if you want to sell it, you can only sell it once per day at the end of the day. And for ETFs, I mean, there's for similarities, they're essentially the same. They essentially have the exact same costs, at least the ones I like to invest in. And ETFs, really the benefits of them is they're a lot more liquid. They're a lot more easily tradable, so they buy and sell exactly like stocks. So you can buy some, like if you went, the same example, if you had like $100 to invest into like VTI, you could go in there today. And because the advent of the popularization of fractional share trading on platforms like Public, link in my bio, and you can find it on like Fidelity, Robinhood, basically a lot of platforms now too. You can invest $100 into something like VTI and get that share settled, or that sale settled in like minutes, and not have to wait for a long time. And then if you ever needed cash soon, you could go in there and sell all your shares of VTI of your ETF. I just lost my train of thought. No, you can go in there and sell all your shares of your ETF whenever you want if you need the cash quick. So it's a little more liquid, and there's really not much downside to investing in ETFs over index funds. I mean, you're really nitpicking here. The upside to index funds is that they are usually the only funds you can turn on automatic investing with. So that's, really the advantage of index funds. You can turn on automatic investing with them. The advantage of ETFs is they are a lot more liquid. They are a lot more tradable because they trade just like stocks. But yeah, you really can't go wrong with either of them. I just like ETFs because they're a little more flexible, and because I like going in there personally doing my investments every month, because I like to see the balances go up, and I want to make sure like, I have some extra money this month. I'm going to put this much in there instead of the amount that I'd automatically put in there. So I mean, long-winded answer, but you get it. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more questions, and it is time to get going. Alyssa Gibson, can you use money in Roth IRAs to buy ETFs? Yeah. Yes. I see you followed up with, or are they separate accounts? No. Yeah, you can buy ETFs in what are called brokerage accounts, which are like just regular, like run-of-the-mill taxable trading accounts, like the kind of standard stock trading account you think of, and IRAs, which are retirement accounts, whether it's Roth or traditional. And I do that with my Roth IRAs. I have a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA open, and I buy ETFs with both of them. And guess what I also buy ETFs with? My brokerage account. No, they're not mutually exclusive. You can buy them in anything. Hey, Prosper with Joel is also in Minnesota. Shut up, I'm Minnesotan, boy, eh? Out here ice fishing and saying oofda, eh? Okay, let's see. What time do we have here? My computer went black, so we have to put in my password to see the time. It is 7:06. Okay. Can you just rob a bank? Yep. Oh, is it too late to invest in ETFs for a 29-year-old? No, no way. You're probably ahead of the curve, sadly, and I guess happily because you're ahead of the curve yourself. But sadly, most people just simply never really start investing outside of their like work-sponsored retirement plans because they either opt into them or because they never opt out of them. So I mean, most people never start investing on their own. So I mean, yeah, 29, that's a great time to start investing. I mean, the old saying in investing goes is the best time to start investing was yesterday and the second best time was today. So, I mean, the fact that you're here right now learning about ETFs, learning about investing, I mean, hey, you're on a great path. Just invest whatever you can now and you'll be very, very happy you did 5 to 10 years down the road. Never too late to invest. Yep, there we go. Kayla Donahue. Lukey Zigzag asks, how do you buy and sell a stock? Yes, this is a, I'll try to make it as simple as possible here. Basically, you have to open an account at a place like, well, first of all, to open your own trading account, you have to be either age 18 or your parents have to sign on to one with you, what's called a custodial account. But once you sign up for one, you can sign up for a just a regular taxable trading account called a brokerage account through somewhere like Public, which is linked in my bio. Sign up, get a free stock. Got to plug that, which I think is also a great investing platform, especially for beginners. Or you can go through a place like Fidelity, which is a little more advanced. You probably have a little bit harder time with the interface, or Schwab, Vanguard, or even Robinhood, but we don't mess with Robinhood anymore. And then once you make an account in there, especially somewhere like Public, it's really easy to get started because they walk you through everything. They're like, okay, link your bank account, and then you link your bank account, deposit like, hey, $5. You could invest this $5 into a stock. They make it pretty easy. You can just click on trade, search for what's called a ticker symbol. So like something like VTI is one I really like, Vanguard Total US Stock Market Index. Decide how much you want to invest, use that $5, throw it in there, and just hold it. And then determine how much is investable each and every month, and then just keep buying into it. And ideally, you would never sell your stocks, at least in the short term, because true wealth is made through investing with when you hold things for the long term, because then you can avoid taxes and take advantage of tax-deferred growth and appreciation. Oof. All right. I am absolutely, yeah, see, I'm blanking now. Long day at work. It's busy season, tax time, so I've been working pretty long days. Just want to make sure I got out to you guys on, got a little live in Tuesday night. I did post a new video today. If you didn't see the heading here, go ahead and check that out. It is a remake of a video I think I posted in like either October or November, so I mean, any of you true diehards, you might have seen it. And Natalia, it's actually not a green screen. It is my window. I got a pretty decent view out here of the Minneapolis Greenway. Yeah, but like I was saying, I am going to be signing out now. If you haven't checked out my most recent video, please do. If you leave a comment on that video saying like, hey, came here for the live stream, I will definitely like and respond to your comment. Appreciate y'all. If you haven't checked out my newest partners, Public, and now I'm partnered with Fundrise, a real estate investing platform that makes it really easy to start building up passive income. Go ahead and check out the links in my bio. If you want to get some more optimized, more premium content, want to see my personal investment portfolio, want to see a breakdown of my income statement each month, you can go ahead and find those in my bio through my Patreon. And yeah, you want to have me take a look at your portfolio, it's also in my bio. Zyro Edits is saying, guess what happened? What happened? Before I sign off here, I need to see what happened. Zero Edits, what's going on, my guy? All right, 5. Oh, I watched you and got $1,000. Love to say it. All right, well, I'm going to be signing off for tonight, you guys. Make sure you check out all my recent videos, and hope you guys all have wonderful, fantastic Tuesday nights. Take care, y'all.